Welcome to BTV News Hour. I'm Adelina Mambo and it's Monday, the 23rd of May 2016. Here are our headlines. Red alert, bombs planted in 7 markets in Aba. The conspiracy of the Nigerian media in the ongoing terrorism by Fulani herdsmen. Aqua Cross declares support for Biafra. Don't use military force on Niger Delta Avengers. Release Kanu and negotiate with IPOB. Southern leaders wants Buhari. No Biafra, no peace for Nigeria. Release Nnamdi Kanu or be prepared for the worst. Now the news in details. The information reaching Biafra TV has it that bombs have been planted in 7 markets in the city of Aba as follows. Ariara 87 bombs, Ahia Ohuru 62, Nkwa Ngwa 62, Shopping Center 52, Cemetery 78, School Road 50, Ihe Oji 35 bombs. These bombs will start exploding any moment. We are sending this alert warning direct to the Governor and Chief Security Officer of Abia State, Dr. Okezie Iazu, to deploy the appropriate security agents to all the major markets in Abia State to search and verify this information and take the appropriate action. If any of these bombs are allowed to go off in a crowded market, will amount to a great casualty. And if the bombs are also allowed to go off even when markets are closed, will still lead to the market being raised down with all the goods in them. And so should never be allowed to happen. Markets in all the major cities should be closed until security agents certify that the markets are secure and safe enough for people to go in. Same applies to churches, schools, hospitals and drinking spots in Aba and other cities in Abia State. We are letting Biafrans in Aba and Biafra land at large to be watchful and observant. The probability that more bombs have been planted in other cities in Biafra land is 100%. Biafrans must be on high alert. Sometimes, when you look deep into the measure of ignorance by the Nigerian media coverage over the incessant terrorist attacks against Biafrans, you begin to wonder how journalists and reporters working in these media agencies attain their positions. They contribute negatively on the issues concerning media coverage. It is so alarming that they have despised their job in being the mouthpiece of everyone. They have muffled information and awareness to the public at a time they are needed most to enlighten the people and keep them at alert. Also, they have failed to criticize or attack the evil orchestration of the government, such as sponsoring and breeding these groups of terrorists for their mischievous purposes. There is no life more valuable than another. It is so disheartening that Nigerian media are partial in their reporting. Last week in Aba, over 5,000 arms were recovered from these groups of terrorists called Fulani herdsmen in various mosques, which were also confirmed by eyewitnesses. But till date, the Nigerian media houses have kept mute over it, and they have not reported or informed the public to be mindful, as the mosques have now become the storehouses of the terrorists. The world must understand that there is no more trust in the Nigerian media agencies, as they are always the instrument these terrorists are using to continue their ploy against humanity. Youth in Akwa Ibom and Cross River State are backing demands for the independence of Biafra. The youth under the auspices of the Aqua Cross Youth have made their position known to the Biafran Nations Youth League, BYNL. Aqua Cross Regional Senior Director Basei Asuko confirmed the support by saying, "With the youth of Akwa Ibom and Cross River State having declared our full support for Biafra independence on the 12th of April 2016, we continue to press on with our Igbo brethren. I want to state clearly that the agitation for Biafra is legal. Our people of Aqua Cross fought gallantly alongside the Igbo during the Civil War, and the fact remains that we have not withdrawn that support." Leaders of Southern Nigeria, under the auspices of Southern Nigerian People's Assembly, SNPA, told President Buhari to respect the rule of law and order the immediate release of Radio Biafra and Biafra TV director Nnamdi Kanu. The leaders also said that in order for the principles of separation of powers to be applied to advance democracy, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and similar non-violent bodies should be treated fairly and given opportunity of hearing. The meeting, attended by the representative of the state governor, was chaired by former Vice President of Nigeria, Dr. Alex Ekweme, who was also represented by a former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwemeka Ezeife. The leaders also said that the Northern Elders Forum should realize that President Buhari is the president of Nigeria and not just of Northern Nigeria. The government is therefore for the entire Nigeria, and programs and projects should be for the overall development and growth of the country and not a section of it. On the increasing killings by Fulani cattle wearers, the leader said that the president should deal decisively with the issues of Fulani herdsmen to avoid it snowballing into another Boko Haram. Consequently, he should commission a judicial panel of inquiry to investigate all Fulani attacks since May 2015 and make the perpetrators face the wrath of the law. There cannot be peace in a graveyard filled with innocent crying corpses, crying to the Creator for vengeance for their gruesome murder and the injustice they have suffered from the hands of the atrocious vampires that has ravaged their lands in search of oil and vegetation. Biafrans have been slaughtered in the west, north, and presently in the eastern part of the illegal contraption called Nigeria. Nigeria is like an incorrect and broken key and cannot unlock any door to progress. It was founded on falsehood, deception, wickedness, and bloodshed. Nigeria cannot produce good fortunes. It cannot experience progress, neither can it produce quality life. Nigeria is full of evil, greed, corruption, and murderous agents in the guise of leaders who kill and silence eternally any perceived opposition. Their greed and wickedness is such that they use anything at their disposal to illegally fight the truth. Now the rewards for the wicked deeds are backfiring and coming like an earthquake. Hardship has arrived at every doorstep, knocking vigorously. The economy has fallen flat, and like a shattered glass has broken into irreparable shreds. Security is not guaranteed in Nigeria, and the citizens are at the mercy of their tormentors, kidnappers, armed robbers, and murderers. The markets have become money grounds due to skyrocketing prices of goods and foodstuffs. Whether locally produced or imported, there is no difference. Power supply is unavailable. The government is based on empty promises. The roads are bumpy and filled with gallops and dangerous holes. Hence, people lose their lives on a daily basis due to road accidents. Their political campaigns were utter lies. Elections were massively rigged with terrible lies and cover-ups. And after the election, deception and subjugation followed. The basis of this contraption remains oil and gas situated in the eastern region, Biafra. They have cast evil eyes on Biafra since the British colonial masters at gunpoint hijacked the region and forcefully joined her with other contrasting neighbors. Biafra needs to be delivered from these vampires and savages who are bent on sucking her wells of resources. They slaughtered, oppressed, and suppressed her, making rigorous efforts to subdue her, but the arrival of Biafra is near. The blood of the slain will be appeased, or the plagues will not end. There is a limit to everything in life. This is the beginning of the end of the evil contraption called Nigeria. The Nigerian government is frantically trying to erase a blessed nation, Biafra. Buhari, release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, or there will never be peace in Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us here on BTV News Hour. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.